Dude, welcome back to Hanging Out with the Dudes. I'm your host, PC, and as you can see, we have a little bit of a setup today. We had a little bit of mic problems, but we thought this would be a great turnaround. It is just me and the main man from way out west, coming to you live from Dudes and Sports. We have the baseball games going. We have Sunday Night Football going. A ton of great sports happened this week. Lots of upsets. But P4, main man from way out west, how's your week been?
Pretty good. Another little update on the football team. We scored a touchdown this week, so we're getting better every week. That's all you can do. Diggsy with a good catch right there. For Sunday Night Football, we got Buffalo and New England. Jets still suck. Met season's over. We talked about that a little bit last week. You touched on the rest of the dudes won't be here, so the longest season of Smarter Dumb will continue. And yeah, it's a little chilly. It's getting colder. The leaves are turning. Leaves are falling. I guess that's why they call it fall. Oh my goodness, how funny would it be if they beat Buffalo? But
Great.
yeah, good stuff. Ready to get into it. A lot of stuff to cover. UFC this weekend. A lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah,
excited to get into it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the week was really interesting. We talked a little bit about some upsets, so we are going to go straight right into it. With the college football season starting or continuing, they just got done with week 6. Again, we're just going to go through some of the highlights, some of the big stuff to kind of talk about. Biggest thing from this week was 100% Texas losing to Florida, and then Penn State losing to 0-4 UCLA. Which one is a worse loss? P4 Texas, the team that's supposed to be the number one team in the nation, have the Heisman Trophy favorite going into the beginning, starting the season, high expectations. And you lose to a 1-3 Florida team that was on the ropes of absolutely having a disastrous season, or Penn State, who loses to an 0-4 UCLA Bruins team, where they just fired their head coach this week, and somehow,
Interim play caller.
yeah, it's a new guy in there, right? And they end up beating Penn State. Which one's a worse loss?
I mean, I think we're just understanding how big of a crapshoot this college football is now with the NIL. Um, yeah, 20 to 10, 12 minutes left. I mean, Texas, Arch showed flashes last year, but I wasn't expecting him to come out and do bad. Now, surprising, maybe Penn State losing is the more surprising one. It's probably the worst one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Penn State's the worst one all around. Texas, I think we just overrated Texas. I think this is like a KU Jayhawk with Hunter Dickinson thing,
yeah,
where it's like, oh, well, yeah, they're not quite that. Now they'll make a bowl game. No, maybe not the playoff or whatever. And Arch will have good stuff. He's not going in the draft this year or whatever. So, yeah, take it chill, take it easy with Tejas, and I think they'll be a good team coming up. But if you're going to hold these programs to a week by week standard of being the best team in the country, I mean, it's just not going to happen. It's impossible to do that. Saban kind of made it seem like it was possible, but it's really not. You see Belichick struggling too. It's going to get weird with all this NIL and
yeah.
transferring. It's going to get really weird.
Yep, 100%. And there's no like regulations. That's kind of what you kind of see a lot of that need. I don't know if they're gonna put regulations on it. I personally think they should at least have some type of regulation with it. Like, hey, you can't jump around from between 4 teams for 4 different. Like maybe, but not like I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. It's a brand new space for that. But yeah, these two losses are pretty huge. Penn State. I believe too was the worst loss. Losing to UCLA, being down that much, they did battle back, did have a chance to maybe win it, and then they game.
It's a good gameplay by UCLA.
Yeah,
I mean, James Franklin, whoa, whatever you want to say about him, but great game plan by UCLA. They knew that they were outmanned and outmatched and all that kind of things. And new program. I'm sure the play calling's a little bit different. You want to try to work within the same system, but that's a cool game plan, right? Art of War, Sun Tzu, right? Doing the onside kick after the first touchdown, right? We hit these MFers in the mouth. Let's keep this rolling. Oh my goodness, here we go. Onside kick. I'm sure those guys in the huddle were just like, holy smokes, coaches, like we're going for this thing. So that it was a cool win by UCLA. So
yes.
I don't really want to focus on the negative. I mean, I guess this affects Drew Aller's draft stock or whatever. Maybe he'll be a Jet now. But
There you go. That'd be a
what
first
is
round pick
yeah.
for the Jets. He's gonna show flashes back in when they do the combine and stuff and skyrocket.
Number one.
Yep. Yeah, it's very interesting to see those two big upsets. Those are definitely the upsets of the week. We did talk a little bit negative. Let's talk us a little bit of positive about some of these top teams. Ohio State played a nobody. Didn't play nobody. Minnesota, but continues to dominate. It's in contention between them and Ohio State. But Miami looks like the most complete football team. They were up a lot on Florida State, and then Florida State kind of came back at the very end a little bit. But Miami going to be they are the number 2 team in the nation right now. Great win over Florida State. Florida State, they beat Alabama, but now they've kind of skidded. They've lost a few in a row. They got to stop this losing haul. They're going to end up like they were last season. Who knows? But yeah, just good win for Miami. The Bama and Vanderbilt game was the other 2:30 game that was supposed to be good. Vandy beat Alabama last year. Alabama does get their revenge and does beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt still looks like a great team. Diego Pavela is like one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch play football. He's really, really good. But Vanderbilt it just does not have enough talent there quite yet. Maybe they will. Maybe this NIL, you can tell that they kind of got their guy, their quarterback. Who knows if he'll go to the draft? Probably not. But we'll have to figure that out. But Alabama continues to roll to look like a top 10 team now after taking that loss to Florida State. It was the first week of the season, so maybe there was some stuff they had to clean up. They found a few things tweaked, and now these tweaks look like to be a legit team in the SEC. They have a huge matchup, especially for everybody around here. I can't wait to watch. Hopefully Alabama beats, but they do play the Mizzou Tigers in Columbia this next weekend. That'll be a matchup to watch for sure. But yeah, they look good. So we'll have to wait and see. But the other teams that look really great in the SEC are Texas A&M. They rolled Mississippi State 31-7 today. They look like the best team in the SEC. The only other team in contention is maybe Oklahoma. Oklahoma looks really good. They're undefeated as well. They're coming off a bye week. They have interesting games coming up. I'm pretty sure Oklahoma won 44-0 to Kent State. Yeah, Oklahoma plays Texas next week, so that'll be really interesting. And then Texas A&M plays Arkansas or plays Florida after coming off that win. So that'll be interesting. It's not at the Swamp, so they should be able to handle Florida pretty easily. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the SEC goes. It's not kind of your normal top dogs up here. There are, but it's not like it's everybody. We're seeing the Bamas and the Georgia and Texas. I know they're new to the SEC, but they're kind of the one that you think is gonna be at the top of the SEC. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. What else I have? My last little thing. Talk a little quickly about Kansas. They did win 27-20. Their defense is horrible. It is hard to watch. I'm glad that JD has figured out how to throw the football, especially when things are covered, and not throw the football and try and force things. But that defense needs to get better. If we want to try and compete, and the Big 12 championship's out of reach. It's just not going to happen. It's not a college football playoff year. We didn't make a bowl last year. The hope is 8-4, 9-3, and hopefully beat the curse. And finally beat K-State after a 16-year drought against them, which is unbelievable. But they do go to Lubbock, Texas next week to play Texas Tech, who is one of the best teams in the Big 12. And that'll be really interesting. If JD can play well, the offense can continue to score. That's the only way they're going to be able to beat them. But, I mean, the defense is a joke. They need better players as the Mariners do wrap up and win Game 2. Which is cool for the Mariners. But, yeah, Kansas, got to play better. Going to be a really tough test at Lubbock to play Texas Tech, who is the top of the Big 12. The other team that was at the top of the Big 12 that lost is the Iowa State Cyclones, losing to Cincy. Now, each week I'm going to start coming up with what I'm going to call a dark horse hunter. These are the teams that are like kind of maybe in the outside looking into the college football playoff, but you could see them catch fire, and maybe win their conference itself and make their way into the college football playoff as kind of like a dark horse. My pick this week is Cincinnati. They did beat Iowa State, who was undefeated, beat them convincingly. Pryor looks like a phenomenal running back. I mean, Ahmed, the guy from Mizzou, is the only other guy that kind of looks just as good as him. Cincy only lost to Nebraska by 3, and that was because of a late, costly interception. But Cincinnati looks like a really good team. I'm shocked they're not ranked this week. Actually, Penn State and Texas got more votes to be ranked than they did, which is unbelievable. And the AP poll is kind of a joke, but it is what it is. My dark horse to keep a lookout for this upcoming season is the Cincinnati Bearcats. So we just went over the college football. Let's go to the professional, kind of professional. It is a professional league, but can we call college football a professional league? I'm not quite sure, but the thing that we know as the Professional Football League or the National Football League, the NFL, did have another week happen. We had a really exciting game on Thursday where the 49ers were able to squeak one out against the Rams. Some costly turnovers by the Rams really cost them this game.
Mac Jones.
Yep, Mac Jones. And so, like, we keep saying this, and Shanahan's just a whiz with whoever quarterback is there, right? I mean, Purdy, True. Do you think Purdy is – he's good, right? He's obviously, he made it to the NFC Championship, won the NFC 2 times now, but is it more of a system, or do you think it is some talent there that you have to have? I know you have to have
with
talent,
Mac
obviously.
Jones?
Well, no, I'm saying
with Purdy.
Is Purdy as good as everybody says he is, or is he more of a system quarterback? Which way are you more thinking that it's more
I
of
think
his
everyone
talent?
says that he's a system quarterback. I think he's
uh-huh.
better than Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knows this.
Yeah. That's
I don't think this is a hot take.
Thing. No.
Yeah.
It's like Jimmy G fell on his face after he wasn't in a Shanahan.
Now, I don't know. How much of Belichick or Josh McDaniel or whoever do you put on to Brady or game planning this, that, the third, and I'll kind of do the job for you. But if you're the quarterback who's winning, then you're the quarterback who's winning. I mean, you can't take those wins away from that guy.
Yep.
But yeah. Congrats to the 49ers. There's finding ways to win with injuries, which is impressive.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting there for the 49ers. They are 4-1. The Rams 3-2 still look like a real threat there in the NFC. Like we said, they had some turnovers that kind of cost them the game here, but they ended up playing pretty well. We had a interesting Sunday slate. Some of us probably want to forget about the Sunday slate, but we are going to discuss it anyways. Start off with the early game. The Vikings end up beating the Browns 21-17. Carson Wentz had 1 touchdown. Dylan Gabriel had 2 in his NFL debut.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Mason had a touchdown.
That defense is really good. Judkins is really good.
Yeah, Judkins
Jettas is really good.
Yeah, he didn't score.
A lot of good players.
Yeah, it
Addison did though.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like it had. Each team seemed like they were missing one key. Like the Browns is the offense, like they have Judkins, but like they're not really that great. And like the Vikings, even though they had Carson Wentz, they can see you kind of missing the youth of J.J. McCarthy. Hopefully he get back healthy. They're keeping this skid from skidding without J.J. I think J.J. is actually going to be really, really good. He played well and then he got hurt. So let's see after the injuries. But good win for the Vikings. They say 3-2. The Colts demolished the Raiders. Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns. Are the Colts the best team in what are they? They're the AFC North, right?
Yeah, AFC South.
AFC South. Are they the best in the AFC South?
Well, the Texans beat the Raiders Ravens pretty good. But we'll talk about them. This is about the Colts. Maybe. I mean, Indiana Jones is looking pretty good. Their defense is playing out of their mind. Jonathan Taylor's been one of the best running backs in the league for the last couple of years. There's a lot of good running back talent in the NFL. And is that running back, that's almost like the quarterback conversation. Is that quarterback, good running backs or good systems? Jordan Mason, is he a fucking Hall of Famer or does he just keep on going to good systems? I don't know. But Jonathan Taylor, a good player. Donnie Mitchell, I think, was a healthy scratch or didn't play much. He had that bad fumble last week. But the team looks good. I'm kind of excited to see them do well. I got Gene T and Gino on the fantasy team, so that was kind of stinky poo-poo. But
there's a lot of hype around the Raiders, too. I mean, with Gino and Pete.
GT had a good game last week.
Yeah.
And they're still a fun team. They got Pete Carroll and all that stuff. But, I mean, we got to be somewhat realistic. Or maybe that's how good the Colts are.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they have
Mark Sanchez was stabbed in Indianapolis.
They only lost to the Rams, which the Rams just beat them by a last-second touchdown. They have the Cardinals coming up, who are a disaster. play at the Chargers, they play Tennessee, and then they play Steelers. So they could go on a real run here before they play at Kansas City, which will be a really big contest. I feel kind of not in the late part of the season, but the middle to late part of the season. So, but the Colts, man, they're fun to watch. I mean, it's cool to see some of those quarterbacks that didn't be successful become successful, like Daniel Jones in the Colts. So good for them. The Giants.
Thoughts and prayers, Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, for sure. Unbelievable. He got all those charges too. It's crazy. That's a whole different topic. The Saints got the first win of the season over the Giants. They won 26-14. I didn't watch much of this game. I mean, it's two dumpster fire teams that really are looking for any way to get another top pick in the draft. Jackson Dart had 2 touchdowns but 2 picks. Scatterbill needed 59 yards. Kamara didn't have very many carries. He's kind of not playing a lot. But this was just kind of a dog shit game that nobody kind of watched. So, but I guess it's good for the Saints to get their first win on the season. So, okay, let's do all of these noon games before we talk about P4's team here. The Broncos with the win of the weekend over the Eagles. Down big, and then ended up coming back and being up.
Going for 2. I mean, he's got balls of stones. Sean Payton, AJ Brown again has not gotten many catches. He played really good defense on Devonta Smith on the kind of the last play of the game. I don't know. I think the Eagles will be fine. Good win by the Broncos. I don't think that this is oh no, the Eagles are in trouble now.
Yeah.
I think it was just a good game.
You're gonna lose games. It's just how it is. So yeah, good game. But yeah, it was cool to see the Broncos. I mean, I guess I hope the Broncos don't get that well because I want Kansas City to win the AFC West, obviously, and kind of hope they kind of dumpster fire down. But who knows? But good win for the Broncos. They are 3-2 now. The Carolina Panthers got a win over the Dolphins. The Dolphins are a disaster.
Yeah.
The Panthers are kind of a disaster.
And the Dolphins were winning this game pretty handedly most of the game. They were up 17-10 at halftime, and then they ended up getting up 24 to 20 or something like that, to 21 maybe, 20 at some point. And what's his name? Bryce Young kind of put a drive together and got the win at the end of the game. They rushed for a ton of yards. Rico Dowell for Carolina, 206 yards on the ground. So holy smokes!
That was a big pickup off the waiver wire this week was Rico. So but they played really, really well. The final noon game was the Texans beating the brakes off the Ravens at home.
There was another noon game, but yeah.
The Titans and Cardinals was noon too, huh?
No.
Well, right, but that's the last one I was going to talk about. What I'm saying, we'll go to
Jets.
Yeah, that's the last one, so I can ask your opinion.
Oh,
the
okay.
Jets at the very last
gotcha.
part of the noon slate. So the Texans and the Ravens. Are the Ravens done?
No, they're not done. We're only in week 5.
Yeah, but it's caused.
They're
for
not
a little
good
bit
without Lamar, but we knew that.
Oh yeah, I guess Lamar didn't play.
That's like saying Cincinnati done.
I didn't even realize that Lamar didn't play. So that makes a lot more sense.
Who started quarterback
Cooper
for them?
Rush.
Cooper Rush. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
14-20 with 3 picks. Jesus. If you want to crowd their ass.
All right, last noon slate game. The Jets.
The last winless team in football.
The Jets.
The New York Jets are now on the clock. I saw a mock draft. They had them taking Caleb Downs, the safety. Well, it just came across Twitter. I'm not actively seeking it out. But I saw Caleb Downs, the safety out of Ohio State, who's a good player. If we draft a fucking safety first overall, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, we had a kid, defensive player, win the Heisman that wasn't even taken in the top 5. When was he? No, he was taken 4th. But I mean, come on. Jets got a lot of problems. I don't know if there's any one player in college football. Really, what I'd like him to do is what the Bears did a couple years ago. If this Lenora Sellers kid goes off, or Garrett Niesmeyer, or somebody figures out something.
Really good too. He's got another year.
Right? Maybe Carson Beck. If Miami wins the championship, they're like, oh fuck, maybe Beck was the reason Georgia was good or whatever. Right? But we've seen these front offices do mental gymnastics. But I think the best way for the Jets to win is, first of all, I think you just got to go with the best Like, when you're in Madden and you, like, cut all the old guys and, like, try to trade them for draft picks and, like, try to build up your team, but you're in Madden, so they go up 5 overall points by the time you hit the midseason mark. I think that right, the Jets' best season in my lifetime were, okay, we had, like, kind of a young core. Obviously, you have the guys that you draft, but then you go out, you get an old LaDainian Tomlinson, you get a guy like Santonio Holmes, you get a guy like, Damian Woody, like, all these kinda guys who have been, then you got the 2015 squad where you got, like, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, Jason Taylor was on that older team in 10 and '09 and '10 or 10, Damian Tomlinson. But it's, man, it's tough to watch. I'm gonna sound like Nick Howard last season. Give Glenn all the time in the world, blah blah blah. But you got to see results. But also, you know what? The Jets have been bad for so long. Aaron Glenn seems like a cool dude. I wouldn't mind if we just ride this one out for a couple of years. I mean, we tried it with Sala. We tried it with Bowles. We get rid of Bowles. He goes and is a. Did he win a Super Bowl as a head coach too? Did Arians retire and Brady win one?
No,
He
no.
playoff winning head coach with
Yeah.
the Bucks last year.
But
So he's winning playoff games.
Yeah.
Defensive coordinator, Super Bowl winner. Robert Saleh's back in San Francisco, and he's fucking killing it. I don't know what's going on with Mike LaFleur. I don't know about offensive stuff. The offense doesn't look too bad. It just looks defense can't tackle, which defensive head coach, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's Steve Wilks, but I like the Wilks hire. I don't know, man. It's tough, but I've completely given up. There's really nothing else that the Jets can do to make it too bad. Garrett Wilson is pretty pat with staying a Jet. They ask him every game, "What do you think about being traded?" You get a touchdown catch every week, and you fucking lose by 25. And he goes, "No, I want to be a Jet." So that's cool. I get to watch him forever. He could be like an Andre Johnson or something, or like a Larry Fitz. Well, I don't know about Larry Fitz. Larry Fitz did go to a Super Bowl. But like, just get like a guy who's like an awesome wide receiver. He'll probably break some records. Keenan Allen broke a record today. We'll talk about the Chargers. But yeah, I mean, it's fun to watch those games. It is fun to watch the Jets games. It's something crazy happens every time, and what are you gonna do about it, right? But it's kind of fun at this point. Maybe now this is like nihilistic. Some of you pocket psychologists on YouTube or whatever, you guys can figure out that now I'm like dissociating or whatever, and now I'm the closest to either a psychotic break or suicide that I've ever been. But I actually feel pretty like when you're down, right? The Jets had the lead, what, 3-0 or something. I got a text from somebody who's like, the Jets have the lead. I go, Jesus. I just say, oh, this is the other perfect thing. I gotta wake up fucking early, 6:30 a.m. next week. We're playing Denver and fucking Dublin or some shit. Maybe Britain.
That's gonna be
but
early morning.
Whatever, man. It is. Come on, the jerseys look cool this year, I guess.
Yeah, that's a benefit at least. So. Speaking of crazy stuff, the afternoon slate had a pretty crazy touchdown by the Titans that helped them get their first win over the Cardinals, 22-21.
That was a colossal meltdown by the Arizona Cardinals.
That's unbelievable. Like that team, Kyler Murray, you should have gone and played baseball.
No,
he got drafted by Oakland, pick 4.
Yeah, that is true. Tennessee's not a very good team, though. No. Tennessee's pretty bad.
They got really lucky. Not lucky, but they kind of got lucky.
God, you're so happy that they won that game because Cam Ward probably would have killed someone in that locker room today.
Yeah.
Oh, did he catch that? No. Oh, pick! Fuck yeah.
Pick, yeah.
Do not give him a pass interference. That's the most Mahomes ass fucking call. That's the other thing with the refs, and I get it, and maybe I
did they
really?
At
every level, like high school level.
Oh wow!
Like
really, they cut pass interference?
I think so.
Wow.
That's so
yeah,
silly.
They did. Where? Oh, okay, actually, kinda,
yeah. Oh, it's probably not a pick either.
No, that's definitely PI. But yeah, the Titans no bueno. Cam looked okay again, but he doesn't have any help out there. So Cardinals.
Yeah,
Kyler.
It's tough.
Who knows what's going to happen there. And a really great game. The Buccaneers beat the Seahawks 38-35, and it's just absolute slugfest. Ibeka, bro, this guy's looking like the wide receiver.
Still to come high school. This is coming out party in
He
Seattle, so that was
did
cool.
really good.
Jersey
Really good.
matchup, so good.
Yes, it was really, really interesting. Really good matchup. Both teams are really good. The Seahawks have a little bit of stuff to do, but the Bucks look like a contender.
I mean, come
as
on, you
well.
put up 35 points if you're the Seahawks. I had a couple Seahawks fans tell me like, "Oh, that's the Jets Darnold." If the fucking Jets Darnold ever put up 35 goddamn points, oh my god, that is fucking name tattooed on my back. Yeah, he'll be fine. You guys are looking pretty good. Maybe looking at a wild card spot if the 49ers are able to stay afloat before Purdy gets back. Because once Purdy, if they get healthy this season, they're gonna be fucking baller. But that's the big question with them. Seahawks just keep chugging along. Just keep doing what you're doing. 35 points, 35 to 8. Yeah,
we're above 500. Like it's fine. You're chilling. So the Lions, 37-24 over the Bengals. The Lions offense continues to look baller.
I think it was 34 to
37-24.
Yeah, but it was like 34 to 7 at some point, or 34 to 3, and they just scored like 3 touchdowns in garbage time.
Yep.
Kind of what the Jets did too. I mean, we didn't talk about like the score the Jets game was, but yeah, the Jets were down 3-23 at halftime, and then 3-27, 22-37 final. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the who are we talking about? We're talking about the
Lions.
Bengals and then the Lions. Lions look fine. I mean, they lost their 2 coordinators and they look fine. Bengals, it's the offense. I mean, it's tough to play defensively when the offense isn't giving you any help. So this just a meltdown by the offense, which hurts the defense. So
yeah,
what are you gonna
defense
do?
wasn't any good anyway. So like, that doesn't help at all. Not having Joe Burrow out there is demolishing the Cincinnati Bengals right now. The Chargers ended up losing 27-10. They were up 10-0 in this game, and then they gave up.
Yeah, in the first quarter.
Yeah, then they gave up 27 unanswered. Krosky Merritt, 2 touchdown day, kind of a coming out day for him too. And then yeah,
Jay Daniels came back.
Yeah, they looked great. They looked like the part. I mean, they had
Debo.
Their guys were flying around to the football, and they looked like that they're going to be another legit chance up there in that crowd.
Chargers Super Bowl run lasted 3 weeks. That was
that's crazy. Yeah, well, I'm kind of glad now they got 2 losses here.
I don't know. I still think that they're pretty good, and we'll see. I think the game tomorrow may. Oh, are we going to be on the Discord for that tomorrow? I would like to hear some live reactions.
I might be on the Discord tomorrow for that. That'll be interesting. The game that he's talking about, obviously, is the Chiefs playing the Jaguars. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it's a really important game. Really, really important game. I mean, especially with what we got coming up next. I mean, we've got the Lions coming to town, and then you've got the Bills coming soon. I mean, we have the Lions with the Raiders, which we should be able to compete. The Commanders, who look good, at Bills, and then at Denver. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, the next 5 games after this one. So a lot of big games coming up. You got to win this Jaguars one. I think we'll be able to win if the defense is playing well enough. And Worthy was questionable. I don't know if he's out or not. Hopefully he's not out. If he's out, we're gonna lose. But yeah, this is week number 5. So we'll have Rashee Rice back in 2 weeks. It sucks he won't be back for the Lions game. He would have really helped, but maybe he shouldn't be driving cars that fast. I don't know. And then the current game right now is the Patriots and the Bills. The Bills are down 20-17. We'll keep you live updated as we go along with this because both the boys are watching and doing the podcast. Shout out to all of our people who are viewed here. We do have 3 viewers here. It looks like Vinadal did join in. Which shout out Vinadal. He's a known dude and sports fan. So we all appreciate it. But let's go look at. We're gonna start doing some college 2020. 2025, 2026 stuff. The season is only a month away. I know that doesn't sound like it's that long. It sounds like it's a long time away, but we're coming up there. I am a college basketball guy, so I did say I would give my top 25 as we come up along the season. I'm not going to repeat my top 5 because, again, I'm going to go through that eventually. But here is my top from my 25 to number 21. At number 25, I do have a bias, but I think I am good. And there's nowhere else that anybody's putting these guys this high. But I have full confidence in Bennett Sturts and Iowa. I think Iowa starts off the season in the top 25. I am biased. I am saying that live here on the Dude Sport podcast. We have Isaiah Howard, came on the pod for us and had a great interview. And
Where's the Iowa jersey?
we need to get one. It isn't up yet because they haven't had one on the NIL one. And hopefully we can get. I'm trying to make it out to an Iowa game and get Isaiah to sign that one as well. That'd be really cool. But I'm going to put them at number 25. I think they've proven that they can compete in those big leagues. They are in the Big Ten, which the Big Ten does seem loaded at some points. But kind of that middle road, kind of the pack right now, kind of looks kind of wide open. There's like maybe top, 2 or 3 teams kind of there at the top. But I think Iowa can prove that they can be that top 25 caliber team. Now being on the big spotlight with the Big Ten, they were really great at Drake. McCollum's a great coach. So I have them at 25. And number 24.
Vrabel's coaching the shit out of this defense.
Yeah, it's crazy how this is going.
The Titans were the AFC title game. I mean, at least, like, come on, all the Jets that were almost made the playoffs or in the title, like, they're all long gone. Like, you see all these bits and pieces of this Titans team that could be.
Yep. So at number 24, I do have the NC State Wolfpack. They do have brand new head coach. I can't remember his name. Will Wade, McNeese, Aura Farms coming with him over there to NC State. But the big reason I picked NC State is because of their top transfer, Darion Williams. He was on Texas Tech last year. Not Obi Toppin, sorry, that's his brother. Toppin, what's his first name? It's slipping my mind right now. The younger Toppin twin, he got paid $4 million to stay at Texas Tech. Darion Williams wanted the same type of bag. Couldn't get it there. Went to the transfer portal and landed at NC State with Will Wade. They now have a key guy there. They've got some nice help along the outside specifically. So we'll have to wait and see. The ACC, again, we don't know how good they're going to be. Last season was a disaster. I'm just trying to get up this top 25 poll thing. Here it is. Yeah, so Darion Williams is going to be really good on that team. I'm trying to get these stats pulled up real quick. Yep, so they have Trey Holman, who was at Michigan State last year, really good player. Terrence I can't say his last name right. He was 6.5 points per game at Houston, pretty good. Darion Williams at 15. And then this team will be really good. It's in the first year under Will Wade, so there will be some changes, some hiccups. But the ACC is not that good this year again. There's only a few top contending teams. Duke obviously being up there at the top. But it's going to be really interesting to see where the ACC goes from here. At number 23, I have the team that is from the same state, but they are not the state team. They are the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now, North Carolina, really hot seat for Coach Hubert Davis, but he had some great pickups. Henry Vasar from Arizona last year, really big man, really big skill and size. He's going to be really good. Seth Tremble has come back for North Carolina, and they added a 5-star freshman in Caleb Wilson, who's the number 5 on the ESPN Top 100. Hubert's got to make some real good changes there over at North Carolina, or else he's out of a job. So I think that they're going to be okay again this year. I don't think it'll save Hubert Davis's job. I think they'll start in the top 25 and slowly fall out and be a bubble team, lose again, and Hubert's gone. So I don't think Hubert's going to be there next year in North Carolina. If you're a small major school, be watching your coach, because if North Carolina pops out, actually even a major team, because North Carolina is a top 5 program in the nation. If that job opens up, they might become looking. So, but I have them at 23. At number 22, I do have Tennessee, the Volunteers. They are going to really rely on Nate Ahmet, who is the number 4 freshman in the top 100 class. He's going to be really, really good. They got Jacoby Gillespie, who is from Maryland. He averaged 14.7. He played with Derek Queen last year. He was the number 2 guy on that Maryland team. Very great center point guard to run this offense for them. And then they've always got a few guys that they have in the wings that are going to really explode for them and play and make good minutes. Amari Abram out of Louisiana Tech was pretty good. So Tennessee has some good players. They need some pieces to stick, but I think they're going to be a competitive team. At number 21, and the final one for today, is your Auburn Tigers. Most people have the Auburn Tigers way higher. As I've seen it as high as 14. But I think the Bruce Pearl leaving for this team, I think, is going to have a drastic impact. I know Pearl's son is the one that is taking over, so it's not like it's that big of a changing of a guard. But hopefully they can keep Tahad Pettiford. I think he entered the transfer portal and has not been told he's come back yet. If they get him back, it'll definitely go right back up in the top 15 range. But Keyshawn Hall from UCF was really, really good last year. And then Overton from Texas Tech will give some nice minutes. So I've got Auburn at 21. So recap, I've got Iowa Hawkeyes at 25, NC State at 24, North Carolina at 23, Tennessee at 22, and Auburn at 21. I will be giving my 20 to 16 next week. And then we'll continue to go up, and we'll end up seeing where do I have KU, where do I have Duke. We've mentioned it earlier. The spot may have changed, may not have changed. We'll have to wait and see for that. But let's talk about playoff baseball. Not a baseball guy here on the Dude Sports Podcast. Me personally, P4, big playoff guy, but doesn't really care because his team's not in it. So who cares who wins? But let's go quickly through some of this stuff. We are kind of both rooting for the M's, I believe. I know he's not a Seattle guy. He lives in Seattle or whatever, but not a Seattle guy. But who doesn't like to see a team like that who hasn't won a home playoff game, who just won their first home playoff game in 24 years, be successful? Never won a World Series. Will be really cool to see. But we had the wild card start off first. We had the Tigers winning 2-1 in the game 3. Big game by Skubal. They are now currently playing the Mariners, and that series is at 1-1. The Tigers won game 1, stole game 1 at the very end, and then the Mariners actually kind of did the exact same thing. Got a few hits, got around, got to get the dub. That's at 1-1. That'll be really interesting to see. In the other AL spot, you had the Yankees, unfortunately, beating the Red Sox 2-1, but they are down 2-0 to Toronto. Vlad Guerrero Jr. looks phenomenal. The Toronto team looks like they're really repping up to make a deep run in these playoffs. The Yankees being down 2-0, you can't see anything sweeter than that, but we'll have to wait and see. P4 out of the AL side of the playoffs, what team has looked the most impressive?
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, just because they're pure,
Yeah.
just because how they've been playing specifically.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They're incredible.
Yep, they've been playing really well. They did beat the breaks off the Yankees the last 2 days. So it's really interesting to see because they played on Saturday. Yeah, they won 10-1 on Saturday, and then today won 13-7. So yeah, the Blue Jays look great. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But 2-0 on lead on the Yankees. Couldn't hear anything sweeter. The only thing that was sweeter is seeing the Astros not make the playoffs, but that's kind of an own personal vendetta. Then we go to the NL side for the wild card, and you had the Cubs beating the Padres 2-1, and then that series is 1-0 Brewers. They play tomorrow night. Brewers look really good, winning 9-3 in that first game. The Cubs have to come back around. We'll see what happens there. And then our final one was the Dodgers sweeping the Reds. The Dodgers won game 1 against Philly. That's going to be a really interesting series going down the wire. See if Philly can come back and make it 2-0. Out of what you've seen, I know we haven't been able to see a second game yet from the Phillies or the Brewers. What team on the NL to you looks the most impressive?
Maybe the Doyers. Maybe the Brewers.
9-3 on the Cubs is pretty impressive. The Dodgers look really good. I know, and they beat the Phillies straight up in game 1. I know they're the Dodgers, but they are built for October. And you always have a team that's kind of for that wild card that really makes a really strong run. We were kind of thinking maybe the Yankees, but it might be the Dodgers. Wouldn't that be funny if the Phillies lost?
Well, it might be the Blue Jays. I mean,
Yeah, the Blue Jays. Yeah, the Blue Jays are really, really good too. Yeah, you can't forget the Blue Jays. But they're the first overall seed. That's what like the Dodgers. I know they were the 3 or whatever, but started from the wild card, had to win a series beforehand. I don't know. Really interesting stuff on the NL. The Brewers look great. The Phillies, I think they're gonna be able to bounce back in game 2. We're gonna have to wait and see. That's just a quick rundown. If Case Stout was here, we gotta really talk about this kid's contract. Like, I think we're paying him way too much money. I think he should be paying us to make appearances on this thing. I guess how many times he's missed. So shout out.
I don't
to
get
Case
involved
Stout.
with the paperwork.
Yeah, you just show up. We always appreciate Man for Way Out West from always stepping in and being here every single week and not complaining about it. And hopefully, K-Stel can get his stuff together, but there may be some disciplinary action coming up in he might just take this L for this longest Smarter Dumb season of all time. Because it was kind of Howard and I up there at the top, and K-Stel hasn't been here the last 2 weeks. So we'll put this out there now. We don't have to decide. We can decide off camera. But if K-Stel misses another week, we automatically give the loss to K-Stel, because we have to start a new season at some point. And this is becoming a continual thing. And so there's a thing that I like to say, and this choice is consequences. And if you're not going to make time for the Dudes in Sports podcast, then you get to lose at the Kings. That's simple. K-Stel, we'll talk about it. We'll have to be maybe notified. It's an upper level division kind of arrangement. We'll have to figure it out. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully K-Stel can come. Howard, I think I heard Howard was out saving bald eagles actually out there kind of near your neck of the woods. I think he was out there making sure that people weren't shooting down bald eagles because the Russians are over here and everything. So he's just protecting the wildlife out there. So hopefully Howard will be able to be back on soon as well. Let's talk about the thing that P4 has been dying to talk about, and that is this UFC 320 card. Really interesting stuff here. There's a lot of controversy in our.
Fill time for a second. I'll be right back.
There was a little bit of controversy in our group, but share the screen real quick. But I mean, yeah, this is a really interesting fight. They did a really good job putting it on. If you want an update on the Buffalo game, and they are playing the Patriots, it is 20-20. Let's check in on the comments section, see if anybody said anything. Vinadal waved hi. What a great guy. He's still actually viewing. We appreciate him. But yeah, UFC 320 was really good. I really enjoyed it. This next one coming up is going to be really, really good. I know we'll get into this. This was a late entry for Gamrot. Some of the bigger things coming up, I know we're not going to really talk about them. We're going to talk about a wait. DeRitter and Allen will be good. Aspinall and Kane will be really good. Can you guys even see this right now? I can't even see it right now. Just talking to myself. Let me pull this thing back up. Talk about the past event here. 20 seconds left in this game. They are going for the game-winning field goal right now. It's going to be interesting to see for sure. Let's talk about some rankings, actually. This is what we can do until P4 gets back. Look at some rankings. We won't talk about UFC 20 quite yet, but as they make the field goal to beat the Buffs. Ha! That's funny. No undefeated team now left in the NFL unless they can score in 15 seconds. All right, let's look. We'll obviously talk this one. Featherweight's kind of an Ilia Topuria. Islam's going to fight Jackie, so we'll have to see about that. What I'm really looking forward to is Patty Pimblett fighting here soon. I know that thing. Once I click Patty's name, it's not going to show up anymore. What has he got next? He's got somebody next. I don't know. What the wait and see. Oh, man, it sucks.
Is 15 seconds enough?
No, I don't think so. All right, let me pull up UFC 320 for you, and we can get into this thing, and then we can get out of here a little early. Pass.
UFC 320 from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Pieta versus Ankalaev 2 and Divicelli versus Sandhagen.
Oh, shoot.
Well, bing.
I gotta do it this way so I can see the whole card here. No Show me the card. Okay. A little bit different on Discord here. All right, here you go.
Live gate 8 million. Attendance 19,000. They sold out once again. 14 MMA bouts, starting with Veronica Hardy. Unanimous decision over Brogdon Walker. I missed this fight. I did hear that the Venezuelan did pretty good. Congratulations to her. Ramiz Brahimaj beat Austin Vanderford. Austin Vanderford, you keep losing, man.
Yeah.
Your chick might be gone. Paige Van Zant, hit me up, baby. Austin, you're a UFC fighter, so chill, bro. Faid Basharat beat Chris Gutierrez. Good win by him. He moves up to 14-0. He was the heavy favorite going into this fight. It was just unanimous decision. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of him. Chris Gutierrez isn't a slouch, though, so good fight for him. Getting that unanimous decision. He might be someone to look forward to in the bantamweight division. Start fucking throwing him against Merab. Yana Santos beat Macy Chiasson. Macy Chiasson had a couple opportunities to finish this fight, but Yana Santos got the win. Congratulations to her, unanimous decision. Punale Soriano, the Hawaiian, beat Nikolay Viratenikov, the Uzbekistani fighter. Welterweight, Puna looked okay. He's an interesting kind of fighter, more of a brawler. He reminds me of Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod. Nikolay Viratinikov, kind of a wrestler. I thought he had a couple opportunities. Unanimous decision, I thought was interesting. I thought it could have been maybe been a split. I mean, some of those rounds were close, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? Edmund Shabazian got the win over Andre Muniz.
Yeah, that was easy to knock out.
Wow.
Yep.
New England won.
No, that's there's crazy. No undefeated NFL football teams anymore.
There is a defeated one, though.
Yeah, that is.
Edmund Shabazian got the KO right towards the end. It was a buzzer beater. But just absolute dominance in the first round. Middleweight contender Edmund Shabazian, as he has been for quite the while. Patchy Mix is absolutely garbage.
Dude, I can't believe, bro. That's all those guys that come over from those leagues. They all suck. They all just get killed.
Is it because they wait too long?
That's not a bad observation. I mean, maybe they're too old. I don't know.
Right, when they come over. Right, know. It's like when it's what like the Jets did with Brandon Marshall, where it's like, or like what the fucking Chiefs keep on doing with wide receivers, right, where it's like, we get D-Hop in year 14, awesome. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah. But that's crazy.
But I don't know. I mean, dude, he was 20-1. Now he's 20-3 with 2 fights in the UFC.
Yeah, that's just unbelievable.
Jakub Walczech, congratulations to him. He's 29 years old. He looked good. I mean, I guess he's Polish. He's been knocked out twice, but other than that, he submits guys. So split decision, whatever. Daniel Santos got the win over Ju Sang Yu. Ju Sang Yu was an undefeated fighter on the Zombie Junior. He was coming from the Korean undercard. He worked with the Korean Zombie a lot. I don't know if this was his UFC debut. I know he was doing the road to the UFC. No, he fought in 2025 at the Merab O'Malley 2. That was his UFC debut. But before that, it was Zombie Fight Night. And he got a round 1 knockout. But lost to Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos just like kind of took him down and demolished him. Santos looked real good in this fight. The fight was at 152. I think it was supposed to be a featherweight, but there was an issue with the weight cuts or something. So we'll see what these guys do. It was an interesting fight. I think both these fighters are still good up-and-comers in these divisions. Daniel Santos is moving up the ranks a little faster than Ju Sang Yu, but I mean, he's 31. Zombie Junior was a near even fight. He looked good for a little bit. He just got caught, and wasn't able to recover in time, and that's kind of how it goes sometimes. But congratulations to Daniel Santos. Now we move on to the featured prelim: Atib Gutierrez versus Trayston Vines. Trayston Vines looked like he could almost hang in there for a second. I mean, he didn't look awful. There was some good combinations thrown back and forth, but Atiba Gutierrez, the greatest Cameroon fighter that the UFC's ever had,
Yeah.
just has the ability to put anyone's
Smoked
lights out
him.
at any given time. So that's what he did, and congratulations to him. He's now 9-1. He'll be a huge favorite in his next fight as well. I'd like to see him versus Torres Finney. I think that would be fun. Um, but whatever there. Now we move on to the main card. Joe Pyfer took on Abus Magomedov. Abus, who kind of
He's
was
in
building a
Kansas
big
City.
contender
Yeah.
case for a while. He was 1 or 2 fights away from fighting for a belt. I think he fought Sean Strickland. He fought here.
He
What
beat
was his
Michael
last couple
Piera
fights?
in Kansas City.
Yeah, but he fought a couple guys, couple canceled fights, but lost to Strickland, lost to Baraujo, beat Alves, beat Bruno Ferreira, beat Michael Piera. Now he goes and fights Joe Pyfer, and he got absolutely whooped. Joe Pyfer took this dude down and just choked him out. It was kind of embarrassing, really, for a boost. And Joe Pyfer, he's an interesting cat. I didn't think that he. And they mentioned this on the broadcast as well, but they didn't think that he was that big of a wrestler, and they were confused when he decided to go for the takedown. But then he knew exactly what to do with it. So good fight by him. Congratulations to him. He won a fight of the night bonus. Yusuf
Yeah.
Zalal beat Josh Emmett. He like fucking
Gatekeeper of all
smoked him.
gatekeeper of all gatekeeper, except he's just
Yeah, but
trash.
he's got power, man.
I know, but it's still like he's that. That's what he is now. Like he's not. That guy's not
Yusuf
gatekeeper.
Zalal now has 2 performance of the night in 5 UFC fights, and he didn't win a performance of the night for this, even though it was pretty good. And Dana said that they'll send him something, not 50K, but something. So
Yeah, definitely.
like
Zalal's
maybe
a
a
guy you
new
gotta kind of
new Venom
look at
tracksuit or something.
coming up in featherweight.
Yeah, that's good. He's a fun fighter to watch. Now we kind of move on to like the ordeal right here. Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. Yuri won performance of the night, and this was the fight of the night. Khalil Roundtree was winning
He was up 2-0.
two and a half rounds,
Yeah,
two and a half
he
rounds to zero.
gassed out,
And
bro. Oh my god, he couldn't
I don't
even
even know if it
stand
was
it.
gassed out because Yuri was gassed too. There were times when they were both leaning on each other. Yuri did have that little extra more, but it was Yuri's job to do that. Like Khalil did his job.
Yeah.
Now it was Yuri's turn to either take advantage of the opportunity that you have at you, a tired fighter that you can box and you can put out, or you can just stay and try to hang with him and then lose a decision.
Yeah.
But Roundtree did what he needed to do. That was his game plan. Was he was going to just kind of outfight him for 15 minutes. It was only a 15-minute fight. I don't think Roundtree was going for a finish really at any point necessarily. But that was his game plan, was to win the first 2 rounds and try to catch Yuri sleeping. And Yuri, he showed the heart of a champion. He went out there, he got the win. Good combos, but like we were mentioning, I mean, if you're throwing those strikes in the first round, you're a doofus. But the fact that they were all both tired, you're just swanging and banging, and he was able to land. He set some good stuff up. Very creative striking in this bout. It was just great job by the matchmakers on this one. This was a good fight right here.
All right, now you can rant.
Mirab Dwalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. So per the rules of here, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna read it. Because I don't give no fuck. The Association of Boxing Commissions Combative Sports, the Unified Rules of Mixed Martial Arts. So there's an overseer of all the state athletic commissions, and they have the unified rules, and this is what we judge off. Scoring. The 10-point must system is defined as follows. All bouts will be evaluated by 3 judges. The 10-point must system will be the standard system of scoring a bout. Under the 10-point must scoring system, 10 points must be awarded to the winner of every round. 9 points or less must be awarded to the loser, except for an even round, which is scored 10-10. Now, there's a couple exceptions to that. cup, all that kind of stuff, where the referee takes a point away, or you can have the 10-8 round and all that kind of stuff. But that I think all and maybe for the listeners, I'm this is kind of one of my famous talking points. Some of my buddies are tired of me talking about this, I'm sure, but this is pretty standard boilerplate. If you watch any amount of UFC, this is how it goes. As of 2019 unified rules, effective striking and grappling shall be considered the first priority of the round's assessments. Effective aggressiveness is plan B and should not be considered unless the judge does not see any advantage in effective striking or grappling realm. Cage ring control, plan C, should only be needed when all other criteria are 100% even for both competitors. This will be an extremely rare occurrence. Prioritized criteria, effective striking and grappling. So this is what we're dealing with. Effective striking and grappling. This is it. Legal blows that have had immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute towards the end of the match, with immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative impact. So let me put that in my own words. Legal blows that have impact potentially or the potential to contribute towards the end of the match. So a big strike that knocks a guy down is worth more than 30 jabs. Plain and simple. That's what that says. A body kick that makes a guy hurl over. That's what I'm seeing in this. Then the little tappities, and sometimes the hooks and all that kind of stuff, but good combinations. Now, what it also says is that cumulative strikes are also scored. So that doesn't mean that 30 jabs isn't anything, because that is damaging. But immediate impact is weighed first, then cumulative. And then the plan B after that is aggressiveness. All right, moving on. Successful execution of takedowns, submission attempts, reversals, and the achievement of advantageous positions that produce immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute to the end of the match, with the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative impact. So what that says right there, a big takedown or a submission attempt that hurts a guy or any number of these things is worth more than, like, for example, stacking takedowns, getting 5 takedowns or 7 takedowns for less than 2 minutes of control time. And we talked about immediate and cumulative. It shall be noted that successful takedowns is not merely a changing of position, but my wrestling fans, PC and I, former high school wrestlers, we understand wrestling. On Thursdays, we have the takedown tournament, and then on Fridays and Saturdays, we wrestle for real. Takedown tournaments are a real thing. There are some wrestlers who are just good at takedowns or really good at takedowns, and we do takedown tournaments. That's not wrestling. That's takedown tournaments. That's why you separate it. It's like saying punt, pass, and kick is football. There's so many more things involved. Now, it is a part of wrestling, and it is a cool part and whatever, and it is a counting stat, but it's like, I don't know, does the guy who has the most, I mean, Keenan Allen, the quickest guy to 1,000 career receptions, does that mean he's one of the that we got to put him in the hall of, and right, maybe it does mean he's very good, but is he better than some of these other cats that maybe weren't the fastest? He's better than Jerry Wright. Like, do we have to give him the win, the crown, because of this fact? I don't know. Merab is breaking takedown records. He has 20 takedowns for 10 minutes of control time. That means that you're a shitty wrestler because you couldn't hold a guy down for more than 30 seconds. Just in my mind, and I'm a wrestler. I'm a pro wrestler guy when it comes to MMA. There's some people who just want it to be kickboxing with like Granby rolls and shit and rear naked chokes. I'm pro wrestling. I wasn't a huge fan of what what's his fucking name? Borgs, the Hamzat Chimaev. Hamzat Chimaev did to DDP when he took him down and crucifix and whatever. But that was at least control time. Like, he was at least wrestling. He was getting to an advantageous position. Merab would like swing Sandhagen around by his hips until Sandhagen got dizzy and took a knee and stood back up. And they're like, whoa, another takedown. Holy shit, this fucking guy's unstoppable. It's like, God, I could do that to a fucking UFC fight. Wait, you just grab him by the shorts and swing him around? I mean, come on, his knee touched, he got right back up. Marab or Sandman did do a good job defending takedowns, I feel. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give up takedowns if that's all the motherfucker's doing. Now, moving on through the rules. It shall be noted that successful takedown is not merely the changing of position, but the establishment of an attack from the use of a takedown. So a takedown is a tool that you use to get a more dominant position. It's almost like the takedown itself is not judged. It's that the takedown, you can do takedowns to do other stuff. Top and bottom position fighters are assessed more on the impact effective results of their actions more than their position. When you're on bottom, you can get points compared to the guy on top, unlike wrestling, right? Now, you can do a reversal, or you could even, in the rare cases, get near fall from bottom position in wrestling. But for the most part, top wrestlers are winning in wrestling. In this, because of jujitsu, it's mixed martial arts. And I think this is why Marab had this game plan. If we want to give him like his flowers because he won the fight on the scorecards and he broke all the records and all this stuff, then congratulations. Yes, you are right. You are right if that's what you're thinking. My whole point is I don't think we are judging to the rules. There is a fundamental misunderstanding with the judges and how Marab and some of these Dagestanis fight and how these fights should be judged. Now, did Corey look like he was the winner at the end of the fight? Maybe not necessarily, but maybe that's another thing is that these fighters need to act like they're fucking winners even when they're not fucking winning. Because I think he was winning. I think it was maybe even a majority draw. Like you give Marab 2 rounds, one a 10-8, and the second round a 10-8, and you give Sandhagen 3 rounds. That makes it 46-46 or 47-47, 48-48. Makes it 48-48. Bingo bango, right? So whatever. More on these rules. This is just the end of the paragraph right here. Top and bottom position fighters are assessed more on the impact of the impact or effective result of their actions more so than their position. This criterion will be the deciding factor in the high majority of decision when affecting a round. The next 2 criteria must be treated as backup and only when used when effective striking grappling is 100% for each round. So, if Sandhagen was more effective striker in a round, but Marab was very aggressive that round, that aggressiveness is worth absolutely fucking zero, nilch. If I was the more effective striker, more effective in damage, effective striking and effective grappling, and that meaning that the grappling that I withstood was damaging and was used to finish the match, then aggressiveness means nothing. So I don't know, maybe I'm going a little too deep into it, but it feels like
I'm getting.
I mean, it wasn't a 49-46. I know that for fucking sure. I know that for goddamn sure. It wasn't 49-46.
Yeah, it's just kind of you're seeing it now. I mean, like I'm a wrestling guy too, so I like the grapple, and I like when they have to get into position.
But that's not fun.
But that's not fun. No, you're right. It's not. It's congrats, you took the guy down and whatever, but you got right back up, like you're saying. And I mean, the way the fight looked, it looked like Marab won the fight. If you look at the technical version of everything, how it's supposed to be judged, it looks like Sandhagen has much more of a saying that he won than Merab. If you were just watching it and you have no knowledge on any of the rules, it looked like Merab won. And that's how we've been talking about.
I agree with you 100%.
The boxing refs kind of don't know everything, so they kind of say, okay, this is what I saw. Well, I saw this one guy take this guy down 20 times, and even if he attempted 45 or whatever, he took him down all these times. It looked like he dominated the match, even if in the technical version, in the rule standard, it didn't.
Carlos Menendez, the Mexican trainer for the Umar, the AKA wrestling coach, kickboxing coach, Daniel Cormier's coach, Khabib, Umar, these other Dagestanis. And Umar fought Merab, obviously, and Merab won that by unanimous decision. Mendez says that when you watch the fight, and he almost said exactly what you said from a technical standpoint to the layman's eye. He looks good. In so many words, basically, what Mendez was saying is that Marab Aura farms victories.
Yeah.
Now, you have to do something good to Aura farm. I do get that. And that's what one of our other buddies, Blatty, was telling me is like, well, it's not like you can get punched in the face and then Aura farm and then the refs go, oh, look, he did something cool. Like, you can't dance after that. But if you're just dumping guys and letting them up, like, that's takedown tournament. That's shadow wrestling. I mean, you're a wrestler at the end of the fight. I think it was the fourth round, maybe the end of the fourth round, and this was a round that one of the judges also couldn't even decide what round Sandhagen won. They all gave Sandhagen a round. Two of them said it was the first, and one of them said it was the fourth. Whatever there, but I think it was in the fourth round. It just absolutely pieced up Sandman on Marab, and then Marab had him. He had his right hands locked front. He had back control, and right you go 2-on-1. You try to break the lock if you're Sandman. You sit. You got heavy hips, and you're going to take and spin out of it, right? And Marab the whole time's been going to that outside trip, blocking the knee with the knee and trying to kind of shake him down. And Sandhagen was doing a decent job. I mean, he went down every once in a while, but he was down and right back up. Regardless, Marab got the takedowns. I don't even want to say that. But then he went for there was like 30 seconds left on the clock or something, and he went for this like back right, just like sit down and bring his hips with you. And then Sandhagen tried to get up, and Marab put him in this bullshit fucking Darce that wasn't even like a show. Like, it was literally just like, oh, we want a minute 30 instead of a minute for the next break, so we're just gonna agree to it's like when you see a wide receiver in DB on the backside of a run play, and there's like, okay, we're just going to take ourselves out of the play. That's not fucking UFC. That's not why we're doing UFC. If you're trying to game the whole system or whatever, congratulations. I wish the best for you or whatever. But like, that's not what I want to see. I don't think that's how the judges should score the fight. Now, if Marab was knocking cats out, I'd fucking love it, but he's not. It's kind of sad. And you know what? Maybe he got lucky by not getting the finish in the second round. But he even said himself at the post-fight press conference that he told Keith Peterson before the fight, he goes, if you even think I'm out, please give me every opportunity to stay in. And the referee gave Sandman every opportunity, which I feel like is fair. But that's all that I've got for that fight. I think it's ridiculous. I think the judges need to be upped on their rules.
Yep, and then we had the final fight here.
Main event, and this one was quick. And you know what? That whole fucking 25-minute shit fest, that's what I just gave you guys. And you know what? We'll try to make this one kind of quick because that's what it was. Alex Pereira just walked him down. Walk him down, Alex. Yep. Walking down, Alex. I mean, Chama or Chama? Chama. No more Chama. We killed Chama. You're going to go back to the tire. And then his face fucking stoned. Then just walked him down. Fucking sent him to the tire shop. Yeah. Just incredible. Alex Pereira. And I saw this on MMA X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. But they're saying that he's the greatest signing in professional sports. And you know what? They make like he's almost on the Mount Rushmore. Like he's really, really good. He's a fun fighter. He's a good guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It is incredible. Next week we have kind of a fun one, I think. That kind of does it. Yeah. Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, Gamrot came in short notice. Because it was Fiziev, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, Fiziev got hurt. I think it should be a good fight. Gamrot's a good fighter. Charles Oliveira, I hope he does good. Davidson Figueiredo versus Montez Jackson's. That's fun. Vincent Luque versus Joel Alvarez. Denise versus Patino. Patino, he's a 10-0 heavyweight. That might be kind of cool. He's got 6 KOs, 1 submission, 3 decisions. Got a contender series win. He beat Austin Lane, who was a UFC fighter for quite a while. And then, his contender series fight was a first-round knockout.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting fight for sure.
Yeah, Lucas Almeida, a couple other guys in here that are fun. Thomas Peterson, Walter Walker. Are we going to go him by heel hook again? He's fighting Muhammad Usman, which is very funny. Simon Oliveira. Yeah, so good fights, exciting stuff coming up. And then we only got 2 more months. I think we only have 2 or 3 more pay-per-views before
Yup.
we move on to Paramount.
Yep.
And January, the Paramount card, that should be super super fun. So
Yep. We
we'll
got
we'll
we got a
we'll
few.
get into it.
We have 320 coming up here in a month, which will be fun. But yeah,
320 is what we just had.
or 321, excuse me. So we have a few other ones that are going to be some okay fights, but we'll have to wait and see. Since we can't do smart or dumb, I guess we'll kind of wrap this up. P4,
That's about it.
great episode. What's your final words?
Oh, he always is. Oh my goodness. Well, that's so. I like that the Bills lost. I don't like when the Bills do too good. Yeah, support sport, get out there. If any of my football players ever find this or they're paying attention to this or whatever, watch some film, look at their playbook. I mean, come on, guys, holy smokes. Um, Support sport, guys. It's really rewarding. It's fun to go out there and help the younger generation. I feel like as you get older, this is an English teacher right here, so he kind of knows, but you also see how challenging it is. But as you get older, instead of becoming more pessimistic and mad at the world, uh, think of it more in a lens on how you can make it better for the next, right? And it is hard, it is tough, but doing that kind of stuff is rewarding. You feel better at the end of the day, and then you can at least pretend when you go to sleep at night that you're a good person. So go Jets, go Mets. Noah McLean, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, 2026. How many guys are the Mets going to trade? I think Sterling Marte and Jeff McNeil for Bobby Witt Jr. would be a good trade.
Yeah, I'm not the guy to try and get going on that. I'm not. You don't have the other guy here, so.
I don't know. But fun stuff. Goodbye, folks. Awesome as always hanging out with you guys. Donate for your super chat. I want some money.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of donation. It's kind of cool. But we are live every Sunday night, 9:30 Central, 7:30 for you Pacific Coasters. And we will see you guys.